on them in the coming months.
Drax.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. It is a pleasure to follow my honourable friend from Mansfield, and hugely reassuring to see two very competent ministers on the front bench who are listening to every word we say, and of course to follow all the other excellent speeches that have gone before. I'm delighted to be called to speak in this debate because sport throughout my school days was a crucial outlet for a young boy and then a teenager who was dyslexic and found academic study truly onerous and at times terrifying. I was fortunate to be educated in the private sector where time was both granted and available for sport. In addition, we had the sports fields and support staff to ensure a range of activities could be provided. It is my view that where the private sector leads successfully, the public sector should follow or certainly learn, for sport must not be a privilege but available to all. On that note, what's always baffled me, Madam Deputy Speaker, is why the school day in this country ends at 3 p.m. Too often children return to empty homes or roam the streets aimlessly until their parents get home. Surely this mid-afternoon gap could so easily be taken up by sport, especially in the spring and summer terms. It is regrettable that both political parties have been guilty of selling off playing fields over the years. Thankfully, since November 2016, schools have had to seek the consent of the Secretary of State with, rightly, a strong presumption against any sale. Sport at school, for every pupil, is a gift that keeps on giving. Away from two modern scourges, social media and the mobile phone, friendships are cemented, working as a team understood, youthful exuberance channeled, discipline instilled, skills gained and courage tested. For it does take courage, Madam Deputy Speaker, to fall on a loose rugger ball with the opposition bearing down on you. And crucially, one learns to win magnanimously and lose gracefully. These are building blocks for life, quite apart from keeping fit. It is extraordinary that while PE is compulsory in the national curriculum, the Education Act of 2002 prohibits the Secretary of State from prescribing an amount of time to any sport, although Ofsted recommends a minimum of 2 hours per week. That's, just over one football match a week? I don't think that's nearly enough, personally. I commend the many parents who selflessly give of their time in taking their children to out-of-school activities. Unfortunately, though, many children don't have this sort of support, and all too often end up doing virtually no physical activity at all. It is regrettable, but inevitable, that obesity among the young has risen. This leads to a serious lack of self-esteem and the risk of being bullied. Well-organised sport in school, would help tackle this and improve behaviour, attendance, mental health, and, as we've heard, academic achievement. I fully accept that extending the school day and supporting sports like cricket, rugby and football, and more, would need more funding. And I appreciate that a range of financial initiatives have gone a long way to achieving this. But sports education, though a compulsory subject, is given, as I've said, only 2 hours a week, when it should be a core subject like maths, English and science. I can think of no better investment in the young than teaching them so many of the basics of life. The disciplines required on the sports field, whatever that is, are no different to those required off them. I was fortunate to learn the significance of physical fitness and good health at school. Once adopted, it stays with you for life.